Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of the White Belt MMA podcast, and it's an absolute pleasure to have on the show again Vince Morales, who is stepping on 2 weeks' notice to fight this weekend at UFC London against Nathaniel Wood on March 19th. So, Vince, how you feeling, my man? You're pretty badass move, man, because, after your last fight, you called out Nathaniel Wood, and, you pretty much spoke it into existence, man. So tell us a little bit how it came about, and yeah.
Yeah, I was literally, that's funny you say that. I was literally just talking to my barber, and those were his exact words as he spoke it into existence. And yeah, I don't know. It's just, I think it's a great fight. I think it's a challenging fight, and these are the kind of ones, like, it's a step up, right? So it's the direction I want to go. And yeah, I literally just one day I was scrolling on Twitter and I saw that Ludovic was pulling out because of the stuff going on in Ukraine and everything. And I hope that all gets situated and his family and everybody's all right. But yeah, I just thought, okay, well, it looks like Wood needs an opponent again. So I hit up my manager and said, hey, is this a good time? Maybe like we can even get a new contract, stepping in short notice and stuff. Like, I'm down for the fight. I like this fight. And he said, let me see. And within a few hours, he had an answer and said, yeah. And we were already trying to find the flights to London. So
yeah, man. And like, were you already like training in the process? Like, were you kind of like, always like already in the process of like helping other people out? Or did you kind of like had a feeling that like a fight was kind of coming soon, so you were just staying prepared?
So my buddy from London, actually from England, Cameron Else, who's fighting on the April 23rd card, he's here training at Syndicate doing his camp. And for the last like month and a half or so, we've been grinding, getting our like 3 sessions, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and then our sparring days, Tuesday and Thursdays. And we've been crushing it, getting after it. My weight was already at kind of a low point, because it usually is, because I just don't get too heavy. Excuse me. But yeah, I just thought, like, screw it. I've been training, like, might as well. I haven't been to London. Let's go to London. And it wouldn't be right. Like you said, I had called him out, and if like, are you about it or not? Right. So yeah, I was like, cool, let me try to throw my name in the mix, see what can happen.
Yeah, man, definitely, man. And you kind of did say it in the post-fight press conference, what I mean? Like, you've never been to London before. And I get it, you are going to this trip for business. It is a fight week. But are you gonna have some time to, after, maybe enjoy yourself a little bit, go a little bit, sightseeing, walk around? Because especially with, like, knock on wood, with the whole COVID thing kind of seeming like it's getting behind us. Are you gonna have time to kind of walk around and sightsee?
Yeah. Me and the lady are staying an extra day just to go check things out and get a feel for it. She actually she lived in London for, I don't know, a few years when she was younger. So yeah, she's kind of making a little trip back home, and she's excited to show me some things. So we decided to stay another day and check some things out. But yeah, make no mistake, it's about business as well. And for me, it's MMA is my life, and where it can take me and where it has taken me, just it continues to kind of blow my mind. So I'm just grateful, really. I mean, I get to go over there and do what I want. It's crazy. I was thinking about this earlier. I'm from a little town of like 10,000 people, Ontario, Oregon. And I'm literally flying overseas to London to fight one of their top prospects. And it's like those kind of things, they're not really supposed to happen where I'm from. So yeah, it kind of motivates me, it excites me, and I just hope other people can kind of see that and get a little fired up themselves.
No, yeah, big time, man. And you kind of said, like, you're going to London to fight a prospect, and his nickname is the Prospect. So how do you see the fight going, man? I know it's your typical interview question, but I do have to ask, like, especially 2 week notice, like, how do you see the fight going? With the way you guys, like, match up with each other. Like, for you, how's it go?
Right. I'm taking the short notice out of the equation. That's kind of an irrelevant thing. I like that's cool. That's good for the headlines and stuff, but it makes no difference for me. Literally just how we match up skill wise. He likes to throw a lot, and I like to throw back a lot. So I think it's going to be exciting. I think right off the bat, it's going to be hot. And I see, if I have to give any sort of prediction, how I see it going, I think I hurt him and he turns into a wrestler and I choke him out.
Definitely, man, definitely. And for you, man, are you just kind of excited to fight in front of like that first, like, international card? Because I know you fought like in front of a crowd at back over in the summer, but like if you really think about it, this is gonna be our first, like, the first international card, like, outside of the US with a full crowd. So that crowd's gonna be rocking. So are you just gonna feed off that adrenaline in that fight, Or again, it's kind of like one of those things. It's kind of like, crowd or no crowd, you just stay composed, you just stick to the game plan and just go from there.
Really, but I tend to really feed off of the crowd and that type of energy and everything. So I'm super stoked. It's the first non-pay-per-view card with a sold out crowd in since COVID, really. So like it's crazy, man. I'm stoked. I can't wait. I can't wait to feel all the energy, regardless if it's going to be booze or not, because I am fighting the hometown favorite, which I thought would put us higher up on the card. Apparently, we're first fight of the night, but
really,
all right, we got to go out there, handle business, and then get right back to it. So
yeah, I mean, a bit of a random question here, but you got your entrance music set out. You got your music set out or is it going to be the same that you've been walking out to for the last couple of fights?
I was unsure. I kind of wanted to walk out to what I walked out with in August, and that was I declare war, just because it helps the mindset, and I think it feels right. But for what the situation was and how I was explaining it earlier, I'm very grateful for it. There's literally a song called "Grateful" that by Marlon Craft, which is that one's a front runner right now, just because of the situation as a whole. So I'm kind of thinking that might be the song, but we'll see. I know right up until they ask me, it's going to be kicking around. So who knows? It might be something entirely different.
Yeah, definitely, man. Definitely. So, man, like I said, off camera, like I said, I told you it's going to be, a short interview, man. You got a lot of stuff on your plate, but I do have to ask, man, like, you posted this on Instagram and it seemed like a really cool place. It's called like Kilo Club or something like that. Like, tell us a little bit about that, man. Cause it's just like the whole, like, promo package you posted on your Instagram. It seemed like a cool place and everything like that. Like, yeah. So tell us a little bit about that before, we finish here.
Yeah, so Kilo Club's basically it's just one of the gyms I train at and train other people. Actually, it's a private club located here in Vegas at Tivoli Village. So they have like a limited membership too. They cap out at 1,000. So until something opens up, they don't really have new people. Real bougie, real nice. It's a real dope place to be. And yeah, so I go over there and I'm kind of one of their sponsored athletes, and I train people in my free time and stuff, and I get to work on my own little techniques and stuff with them. Yeah, I kind of helped them set up the whole MMA room. It's a really, really dope spot. I think this year it's probably going to get bigger than ever too. It's looking great.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up, man. So, again, thank you again, Brand. So before we go though, do you want to, plug in your social medias and sponsors, so everyone watching can go and follow you?
Right. Yeah. Main one. So main thing, I want to give a giant shout out to my management. This kind of wouldn't be possible without Iridium Sports Agency and Jason House. I just thank you for trusting me to put myself out there like that. That's the kind of stuff I've been waiting for since I got signed, is the ability to be like, hey, like throw me in there, like kind of call my own shots a little bit. And this seems like a step in that direction. So shout out to them for trusting and believing in me, and my team here at Syndicate, and John Wood flying over there. He's got to fly right back because his wife and one of my training partners fights the following week in Columbus. So it's he's going to be busy, and yeah, thanks to him for coming out. One of my main sponsors right now is Kimura Coffee. I love that. I'm a big coffee guy. So if you know anything about Kimura Coffee, it's kind of got a little bit of a higher focus, a higher energy thing, kind of a little more athlete style. Definitely check them out or hit me up and ask about them. I got discount codes and all that. So shout out to them. Thank you. And find me on all the social medias, TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, all of it's at Vendetta135. I'm going to be posting little like the Vinbeddeds again. So having little like minute-long videos of just kind of everything that I'm going through for fight week. So yeah, check it out on there and tune in early. It's the first fight of the night.
Sounds good, man. Sounds good. So once again, man, thank you for being the man. Thank you for always, fitting me into your schedule right before your fight. So really means a lot. And to everyone watching, peace.